Okay, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. Leo and I are here to do another watch along for you guys tonight. And tonight we're here to do the Royal Rumble 2008.
Yep.
Now, this is Leo's pick right here.
Yeah.
And Leo, why'd you pick 2008?
Well, if you guys don't know, I am. As for people who don't know, this was like the first Royal Rumble pay per view that I was actually able to watch live. So, back then it was kind of hard to watch pay per views because you had to pretty much pay a lot of money for them. And this was like one of the first pay per views I was actually allowed to watch. So this one has a lot of history with me, and this one's probably always gonna have that special place in my heart for sure.
Yeah. You're kind of a little lagging there for a minute. Am I good over here? Like,
You're good. You're good.
am I good? Yeah.
Mhm.
Am I lagging and everything? Yeah. Yeah. Talk for a minute.
What's going on?
In here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's good.
Are you good?
Yeah, we're good.
I think you're muted. Are you muted?
No,
I think you muted your mic.
not muted. It's still
I can't hear you.
nah. What about now?
Yeah, I can't hear you right now.
What is that's weird? Hold on, let me see here.
You're like cutting out a little bit. Hey
Uh,
Jordan. Hey, is everybody is the audio good right now? Can you hear Leo talking?
yeah, because my stuff is good on my end with the
Yeah, I can't hear you right now.
echo cancellation. What about now?
Yeah, like your mic is just cutting in and out. I don't know if it's just me.
It might be just on your end because mine's still good.
It's good.
Yeah, on my end because mine still going.
Let
So
me. Yeah, because I can't hear you right now when you talk. Hold on, wait. Let me. Okay, yeah. Let me unmute you. Okay, now talk.
what's going on? Oh, it says unmute.
Because I can't hear you now. Um, yeah. Okay, try to say something.
What's going on, you guys?
Hold on. Yeah, I can't hear you. Give me a second. Wait. Put these back in. Okay, now I can hear you. For some reason, like the audio wasn't coming through. That was good.
The
Yeah,
audio
talk.
wasn't coming through.
Yeah. Your audio wasn't coming through for a minute. Yeah, but now it's better. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry, you
yeah,
guys.
okay.
We had a little technical difficulty.
A
It's
little
to be
technical
expected.
difficulty there.
It's to be expected.
Okay, so back to what you were saying. So you said this is the first
Pay per
pay-per-view
view.
that you ever watch live.
Exactly. First.
Well, actually, this was one of the first ones I ever watched, but I technically pirated the pay-per-view. I watched it on internet, because there's you had the internet back in the day and stuff, 2008.
Exactly.
So
I was about 7 years old when I was able to watch this, and back then when you were a kid, you were everybody was just a huge fan of John Cena. I'm rocking John Cena merch right now. The 2008 Royal Rumble winner. For you guys who don't know, uh, he was one of my faves as a kid. I mean, I think that's kind of how it always was for a lot of kids. That John Cena was just that guy. But as we get older, not so much. Not so
yeah,
much.
and I was 9 years old at this point. Yeah, in 2008, and we're watching this 14 years ago to the day, which I didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even mean to do that at all.
I feel like it was a coincidence, but
It was a coincidence.
when I say I was a John Cena fanboy, I was a John Cena fanboy. I used to have the John Cena lunchbox, the John Cena t-shirts, the John Cena hoodie. I think when he had the hustle, loyalty, respect, I think it was like when he had the bulldog. I had that
Yeah.
t-shirt with the spinner title, the toy title. Man, I thought I was a real superstar back then. I ain't gonna lie with y'all.
Yeah, so like I said, we go all the way back to January 27th, 2008, the 2008 Royal Rumble here. So if you guys want to pull up your Peacock or your WWE Network, if you're outside the United States, pull up your WWE Network. But if you're in the United States, you can pull up your Peacock. Go to season 21,
Yeah.
and then go to episode 1, Royal Rumble. And we're just doing the Royal Rumble match, okay? And you guys can sync up with us. We're at an hour and 41 minutes and 26 seconds. So if you guys want to sync up with us right now, You guys can do that, and we will go ahead and get started here in just a second. Jordan Davis, you said you wanna watch this with us, so let me know when you're at this time, and we will get started here. But also,
But
Leo, why Jordan Davis is getting synced up right now? Feel free to tell everybody where you can where they can check out your channel.
yeah, my channel is kicking it with Leo. I do wrestling content, horror content, gamer content, pretty much every day of the week. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. We're at 430 right now, so make sure y'all keep showing more love to the channel. If you're new, show more love. If you're a wrestling fan, subscribe. If you're a horror fan, subscribe. If you're a gaming fan, subscribe. Because I have a lot of content on the way, so you guys do not want to miss it. And it's completely free. So why wouldn't you want to show support to your boy? Like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
Yeah, Jordan Davis. There's a timer right there, 1 hour 41 and 26 seconds. So you can sync up with us right there. So let me know when you're there, and then we'll do a little countdown, and we'll go ahead and get started then.
And while we're on stream, I'll be showing some more stuff.
Okay.
I'll be showing you guys some of the action figures I did pick up.
Okay, you good? Okay, so we'll go from 3, 2, 1, and then we'll press the play button here.
Okay.
So ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So you guys, I did pick up some pre-Royal Rumble merch. Well, not merch, but action figures to add a little bit more to the new setup. You guys, as you guys can see, this is not where you usually see me at, but I got a lot of action figures. Actually, I had some that I didn't show. I was gonna unbox them, but so the first one I'm gonna show you guys is my Drew McIntyre action figure. This is what a favorite.
This is your first time ever. You said this is your first time ever watching this one, Jordan.
First time watching this one. Okay. You're in for a good one. My first action figure, Drew McIntyre. I saw this one and I feel like I had to, because I feel like I probably wouldn't find this anywhere else. But I got the Fiend. I feel like this one was probably the more expensive ones in my opinion that I was able to pick up. Because this one was like the elite. So this one was about $22. Usually, like if you go to like any of your local Walmart, Targets, or whatever, they usually have them up for like $9. But then the more expensive ones, like these, like the elites, could be like $22. I thought this one was gonna come with Karrion Kross, but for whatever reason, it didn't. But I got the Scarlet.
Oh, nice.
Bordeaux. I thought this one was gonna come with Karrion, but for whatever reason, they just had Scarlet by herself, so I decided to get that.
I saw that Tina was watching the 2002 Royal Rumble yesterday, which I meant to jump on that stream last night, but I completely forgot that he was doing the stream. But 2002 is a classic. That's one of my favorites, Royal Rumbles.
Oh, absolutely.
Triple H won that year.
We got another elite action figure with Liv Morgan, and this one came with the robe. This one was about $22. And these are the ones I haven't even took out the package yet. I have about 3 men and then 2 women. We got, even though he's not in WWE anymore, we got Jeff Hardy.
Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
I saw it and I was like, should I get it? Because the ones that they had, I was like, I had to. I feel like I was missing out if I didn't. If I didn't get it, I was missing out. But another one, we got the Drip Slayer, the Messiah, Seth freaking Rollins. You know, Jugs. If you watch our last year to me and Jugs, you know that we're big fans of Seth Rollins. And if you guys don't know, Jugs is from Iowa. So,
yes, sir.
But we got Biggie. I saw it and I had to. Biggie, forget well soon. Hopefully he's a surprise in the Rumble.
What year did they start doing these by the numbers, like showing, like breaking down everything, like 2 seconds or how many ever people
I think
been in the
Rumble? 2007, 2008.
Yeah, I think it was maybe 07 or something. Probably, or maybe 2006. I don't know. Oh six is one. They're one of my favorite rumbles.
Not sure when they did this one, but I think this is like a 2021 when she was returned at SummerSlam. Becky Lynch. This is from Las Vegas, so this was 2021. And finally, even though she's not in WWE anymore, I saw it. I had to pick it up. Sasha Banks.
I wish I would still do that thing. Where they spin that. What's that thing called? The
The
thing
you
that they
know
spin?
the little it's like the ball, the little lottery ball thing.
Yeah, with the lottery balls. I wish I still did that. Like, I wish they like showed it backstage, and the wrestlers go back and get their number. Like that's classic wrestling for me. Like I remember when they used to do that. That was so fun.
I think they probably will.
I wish I would still do that.
I mean, with Triple H, maybe we can get it. Maybe I can see it happening. I mean, I would say we'll have a better chance of seeing it with Triple H than what we did with Vince.
The spin the wheel of the number of Eddie Guerrero and Ric Flair.
I remember that.
Funny, yeah. Uh-huh.
What was it? I think there was a segment. I think it was with Eddie Guerrero and someone else where someone. I think it was Batista. I think Batista was eating Eddie's food or whatever. That was like wild. Eddie
Dude,
did not like
I
that.
used to love these theme songs for these pay-per-views.
They used to go all out for them.
Yeah.
They used to go all out. But yeah, those action figures I picked up, most of them were around the $9 range, which was not bad. I think the most expensive ones that I have in the collection so far is the Liv Morgan and Bray Wyatt, which were the Elite.
And also, I always like when the stage was kind of like this when they went to Madison Square Garden. Like
Oh,
how they
absolutely.
had that small entrance way. Like, it was so good.
I used to love the sets that they used to use for these pay per views. It kind of made it added more to the pay per view.
Oh yeah, most definitely with the theme of it. Yeah. So I remember who number one and number two were for the Rumble.
I can't remember a lot of them, but I think it was Triple H for number one, I believe.
It was Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker.
Oh, I thought Triple H was number one and number two.
I'm pretty sure it was Michaels and Taker who started this Rumble. Because they were like the last couple that ended. They were the last ones that ended it in 07.
Yeah, and I think 2007 is the one Undertaker won.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And they went on
And then he faced
for
the World Heavyweight Championship.
at WrestleMania 23 in the Silver Dome or the Pontiac Dome. I don't remember.
Not sure.
No, it was in Detroit, so it was at the Ford Field. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I think you're a few seconds behind me a little bit, but it's
probably about 30 seconds behind you. Not a big deal. But I'm not too far behind. It's like I'm about 5 seconds behind. It's not that bad. It's a 5 second delay. Okay, so you pretty much might be onto something here with the Undertaker out number one.
yeah, and then Michaels was number two.
I wouldn't be too against the idea of maybe since San Antonio is the town or city of one Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Who was to say he might not make a surprise appearance in the Rumble?
I don't know if I want to see that.
Just for nostalgia purposes. Why not?
Jordan Davis says, my first WWE pay-per-view was 02 Rumble. I was 7.
That's a
Dang,
good
man.
one. You're lucky. I think the only Rumble I've been to was 2020, and that was it.
No, the first one that he watched. I don't think.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if you were live, that's even better. Man, I feel like when you think of The Undertaker, he sent chills down the spine of anybody he pretty much faced.
Dude, when I was a little kid, I used to be so afraid of the Undertaker's entrance and stuff.
I was never afraid of him. I was more afraid of, what was his name at the time? The Boogeyman. It just, him coming down, smashing that clock over his head. I'm like, yo.
And eating the worms?
And I remember that feud that he had with Booker T.
Well, I bet in the early 90s when, Undertaker first made his debut, I bet a lot of kids like man.
Oh, yeah.
This
The
guy
90s.
is so...
Oh, yeah.
When he debuted at Survivor Series,
I
think it was 91?
I believe it was 91.
When he made his debut, people like little kids were frightened because they're like, man, they never seen this in their life before.
Right.
I'm not your boy. My favorite wrestler of all time is right here.
Shawn. He's literally one of the greatest of all the time. He's literally in like my top 5.
I mean, I know people like to have this debate like who's better, Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart. Both of them are really good. Like,
Both of them were great because they both were like workhorses, but still when it came down to it, when you put them in the main event, they can go. They pretty much, if you put them anywhere on the card, they could thrive.
Like Shawn Michaels, he had more of a like over time, like he had more of like a career over time. But I understand, why people say Bret Hart because Bret Hart was like consistent throughout the 90s, and then Michaels had that injury back in. I'm sure it was 97. He had that back injury, and it was in that coffin match against the Undertaker, and he had some back problems. And Shawn Michaels was a prick back in the back in the late 90s.
Everybody did that.
He was hard to work with.
Yeah.
But then when he came back in 02, he was more humbled. He was in the great shape of his his life, and that's really where Michaels really grew on me. Is in the Ruthless Aggression era.
He did grow on in the Ruthless Aggression era. When you think of him, he's pretty much one of those guys that you do think of.
Exactly.
The other thing you'd like to do is
yeah, the stage setup was crazy. I think what they need to do, even though this is kind of dealing with John Cena since he is part of the 2K23.
Taker's your favorite? Okay. Okay, it was 98. Okay, gotcha. What's up, man? You got Ninja Boy. What's up, Ninja Boy? Red Friday Jug. Yes, sir. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Hopefully the Chiefs win on Sunday. Then if they win, they go to the Super Bowl. Here comes number 3. I think it's going to be
number 3?
Finley. I think it's going to be number Finley. Oh, Santino.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Before the because didn't 2009 he just get eliminated like within 2-3 seconds or something like that?
Yeah, he got eliminated in 1 second.
Yeah.
Because for longest period of time it was some Barbarian Who had the shortest time in the Rumble? Oh, there goes super kick, and then there goes Santino.
Uh-oh. Shawn Michaels trying to eliminate Undertaker. Undertaker invades.
Warlord, that's who it was. Warlord who got eliminated 2 seconds. And then 2009 it was broken by Santino.
They tried to do it again. They tried to do it again in 2015, but it just ended up getting there was a botch that happened.
Undertaker's going old school. Oh no, but Michaels reverses it into an arm drag.
The arm drag was crazy.
You know what I wish I did back in high school? I wish I was on the wrestling team back in high school.
I wish our school had a wrestling team because I definitely would have done it.
Wait, your high school didn't have a wrestling team?
No. None of the ones in our district had wrestling teams.
Dang. Yeah, like Iowa here is like really popular for wrestling. Because I don't know if you heard this guy named Dan Gable. He's like a really...
The name does sound familiar though.
What's that?
Ford's coming out. I said that name does sound familiar.
Dan Gable, yeah, he used to be really...
Oh no. Guy. Oh no.
In the state of Iowa. But yeah, I wish I would have went out for wrestling because like I went to this wrestling meet for his high school one night, and I was watching these girls wrestle, and it was actually pretty good. I love watching. Like I don't care what type of wrestling it is. I don't care if it's professional or if it's like high school, collegiate. I don't care what it is. I like watching it.
Yeah,
I was telling these girls like move your. I said move your hips, like you know like rotate your hips and stuff. It was nice seeing it. It was really cool.
Not the rotate your hip chant.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. But Great Khali, the greatest world champion.
Oh,
the greatest world champion right here. To hold the title upside down. The Great Khali.
One of my friends from school, he was a wrestling fan. This man literally, because I think it was more like we got to dress up or whatever we wanted to, right? I went as John Cena because I was a big fan of John Cena then. My friend at school, he literally came as as pretty much like the Great Khali, because he had the long hair for it. And he just came with the World Heavyweight Championship upside down. I'm like, why are you disrespecting the World Heavyweight Championship like that? Like, come on.
Yeah, I see that, dude. And you can't wrestle chance to Great Khali. There goes Great Khali. Just got eliminated by Undertaker.
That man got out quick. People thought this man actually was going to do something.
4,
but speaking
3,
of the Royal Rumble,
2, 1.
Who's coming next?
Hardcore Holly. I met Hardcore Holly before. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, you did show me that. Like you showed me that where you got to meet him.
What's that?
You did show me that like on stream or whatnot after we streamed.
Yeah, I met him at it was Bridge City Slam. I think 3. It was it was before the pandemic happened. Was it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was before the pandemic happened.
Yeah, because the pandemic happened pretty much like right in February of 2020. So
March. It was March.
No, it kind of started a little bit in February or whatever.
Well, like everything closed down. It was in March and everything.
Right. Oh yeah. March. Because it was like right after we took our spring break that year.
Indeed, I am on Twitter. You can see my Twitter up there and my Instagram at the True JSB right there. So if you want to go follow me. You know, you can DM me. We can talk some wrestling. We can talk some sports. Talk about whatever we want to talk about. And also, if you guys are joining live, you know, feel free to share the video as well. Like the video, subscribe. I gotta meet Mick and Rikishi. I met Rikishi before. I never met Mick Foley. He's pretty cool guy to meet. I think you're talking about Mick Foley.
I got to meet Mick and Rikishi. Oh, awesome. Is this number 6 coming out? Yeah, it is.
John Morrison.
The guy that was never given a chance. Because this man could have been something special.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because they really should have did something with him. But they just did capitalize on his momentum. Maybe they could have done something and they could have capitalized on this momentum, but they just didn't for whatever reason. I don't. Maybe if Triple H was running it back in 2020, maybe he would have stood a better chance. He probably wouldn't have been in the tag division. He would have probably at least been in the mid card or upper card or main event.
Yeah, Morrison was a pretty good IC champion.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good. He's even a pretty good DCW champion.
Oh, I've seen him as ECW champion, and when he was with Eminem, remember when they were a tag team? That was a good tag team.
Him, Johnny Nitro, and it was Joe Mercury. Yep.
Yeah, and it was Melina for a little bit too.
Yeah. Melina was a part of it. Yeah, that was their manager.
We got number 7 about to come out here. Let's see who it is.
I think it's Finley. Oh, Tommy Dreamer.
Oh yeah, one of my favorites.
Tommy Dreamer, he's gained a lot of weight lately.
He was literally one of my favorites. When I think of ECW, right, the people that really will come to mind is pretty much Tommy Dreamer and RVD. Those are like two of the names.
People came to my mind was like Tommy Dreamer is one of them. Also, RVD is another one. Sandman.
Oh, absolutely.
Sabu.
You know what would have been great if he was. I would have loved to see what he could have done if it was like a few years earlier. I would love to see what Dean Ambrose, aka John Moxley, would look like if he was in, ECW, the way before it got put with WWE, because he did CZW and stuff.
And he also does GCW as well, Game Changer
exactly,
which is basically like CZW. It's like, have you ever watched GCW?
I think I watched one match. I believe. I think that's where Matt Cardona and Mox faced. I think that was one of the where he pretty much won the title from him.
Yeah,
I think I watched that one.
Also, if you log into my Fight TV, I'm like subscribed to like Fight TV Plus for like $4.99. Like you watch all the GCW shows on there. It's pretty good, so you should definitely check it out, Leo.
For sure.
Said I got a question to ask you guys. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Ninja Boy?
Who is this coming up here? Number 8,
Batista. The Animal Batista.
Oh yeah, Batista was one of my favorites. He was my favorite up until Royal Rumble 2014. When you guys know
ECW, Sabu, and New Jack.
Ooh, New Jack.
I remember when. Go ahead.
Man, New Jack is someone that people really don't give a lot of credit for, but he was a good one for in the ECW.
He was crazy. Like he didn't care. He didn't give a fuck with people. Like he used to, because there was one time the mass transit incident where the mass transit, like he botched a move or something, or like they were going to do something, and they had that big thing on that cell or something, and then he threw the mass transit off of it and almost killed him. Like if he missed it by maybe a few more centimeters, he would have killed New Jack. Would have killed him. And he was intentionally he was actually trying to kill the guy, because if you ever watched Dark Side of the Ring, watch the New Jack documentary. That's a really good documentary.
He really was trying to kill him. Yeah, RIP.
Yeah.
Speaking of Royal Rumble, for anybody that's in here right now or probably watching us right now, who are your final 4 for both women and men, and who you guys have winning the 2023 Royal Rumble? So your final 4 and your winner.
Here comes
Hornswoggle. Oh my lord! I literally seen a movie with him in. I think it was a Leprechaun movie, and he was pretty much the Leprechaun. I'm like,
that's racist.
I know. They literally had a movie called Leprechaun, and he played as the Leprechaun. Like, come on now.
I remember there was a movie on Disney Channel I used to watch when I was a kid. It was called, it was like a Leprechaun movie. I can't remember what it was. It was like, what's his name? He played in, his name was something Eddie Banks or something like that. Oh man, I can't remember the show now. Yeah, it says New Jack had a really bad rep. Mass transit was actually on purpose, I believe. Yeah, it was on purpose.
Yeah, it was.
And then
Rhea and Cody. Okay,
Rhea and
okay.
Cody
Rhea and Cody.
is your picks to win the Rumble.
The only thing I would say about that Ninja Boy is with the women's, and I always stick by this until I see different. I feel like they always kind of with the women, they always go with the predictable picks. The thing that you could say about the men, yeah, we get some predictable picks, but at the same time, sometimes what they done in the Rumbles from the past, they always went with the shock. They go with the shock what people wouldn't expect. They would have
Shock
somebody
the
who
Rumble.
wouldn't who us fans would never expect to win. And I feel like when you look back on it for the shock factor alone, I can give credit to that because sometimes I like a little unpredictability. But when you look at the women's and all of it's been predictable, it kind of just gets tiring after a while. Like, why no shock factors? I know outside winners. So,
Yes, if you could join live stream. I think it's just gonna be me and Leo doing the stream tonight.
but you can join
Oh,
tomorrow. So, because they already let the
yeah, on
flex
the
zone
Flug
out.
Zone.
Yeah, so you'll be in the flex zone with us tomorrow, March and Road in 2023. So once I
Yeah.
get the link, I'll send it to you so you can so you can come through.
That's definitely, yeah. So yeah, you'll be on tomorrow night. But yeah, hey, if you want to catch up with us right now, Ninja Boy, we are currently at 2 hours and 6 minutes and 29 seconds. So if you want to catch up with us,
Yeah,
and here comes number. I don't even know what number we're on.
I think it's number 9 or 10, I believe.
I think it's number is this number 11. Jamie Noble.
I thought okay, so pretty much half the Rumble's almost over.
Almost. We have, once we get to 15 and half, the Rumble's over. Chuck Palumbo, I remember him, dude. Like when he used to come out on a motorcycle. I remember playing him like on, I think it was SmackDown vs. Raw 9.
I will say this: with I know, speaking of video games, with 2K23 coming out with John Cena being on the cover, my thing is hopefully.
Let's see here. Yeah, you keep talking. The channel is the Flag Zone Podcast. I'll put that link in the chat here.
Yeah,
so you guys can go check.
Go subscribe to them. Go subscribe to them. Oh man, go subscribe to them. But I will say
podcast.
What I will say about the what I hope, like what they used to do with the older games where like when you did the Rumble, you had the camera cut towards the stage and you could see the superstars come out.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they bring that back to the game. Hopefully, because that it's made things so much more fun. It may give a more realism.
There's the link right there. And boy, you can go check out the channel. That's the channel we'll be doing the live stream on tomorrow night.
Yeah, go subscribe. Go subscribe to them too. And then once the live stream about to start, I'll send you the link so you can come through.
Here comes
number 12. CM Punk.
Dude, I was a big fan of this theme song that came out to. This Fire Burns.
Oh, This Fire Burns. I think you could either. I don't know. A lot of people say This Fire Burns is better than Cult of Personality. Me personally, I think both of them are equally matched because both of them were great themes.
Man, Punk's is hitting running bulldog, hitting that running knee on everybody. Anybody in sight, he's hitting that running knee on. Man, Shawn Michaels bloody. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Ninja Boy, man. It's gonna be cool that you're gonna be on the stream tomorrow night.
For sure.
This is my guilty pleasure. I want Shotzi to win the Rumble, but I have a gut feeling Beth Phoenix is gonna come back to face with Rhea. Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying. What he's saying, he would love to see Shotzi win, but he has a gut feeling Beth Phoenix is gonna come back to go face to face with Rhea. I think that's what they might do. Maybe have Rhea probably. Maybe you have Rhea get eliminated, or maybe it'd be one of these cases where Beth is in the match and she eliminates herself and Rhea.
Cody Rhodes. The man who I think is going to win the Rumble tomorrow night. Dude, it's crazy seeing Cody Rhodes like in
with the
the ring here.
trunks before
With the
all the
trunk.
tattoos, before the blonde hair.
Before how buff he is and stuff, like this is when he was a little skinny right here. But I like the theme song that he did come out to back in '08. It was very
This was the
underrated. I
legacy
enjoyed it.
theme too.
No, this wasn't the legacy theme. Because he used to come out, it's a new day, it's a new generation. He used to come out to, yeah, that's what he came out to. But this one was him and because I think he used to tag up with
Ted
Hardcore Holly
DiBiase.
for one point.
And then he ended up with Ted DiBiase.
Yeah. Then he ended up with Ted DiBiase. And
he also had a tag team with Drew. If you guys don't remember that, they won the tag team titles together in WWE back in 2010.
Yeah, I remember that now. And then also he had a tag team with Damian Sandow.
The Rhodes Scholars. I feel like the time they should have pulled the trigger on him winning Money in the Bank was 2013. I'm always going to stand test of that.
What's up, Mark? How's it going, my man? Nice seeing you. Can't wait for the Rumble tomorrow night.
Yeah. Is there... What is this?
Umaga.
14. That bad was a threat.
There's times, like, even though I've seen some of these Rumbles before, there's times I go back and I don't remember what entrance some people came out in.
I think they always would say with number 14, it was always considered bad luck if you came out at 14 because I guess
13. Unlucky number. It was 13. Unlucky number 13. Yeah.
Hardcore Holly's eliminated.
What did he just lose? Those beads he lost. What's that?
I think those are beads from his hair.
Yeah, I thought he lost all those beads, came out of his hair. Man, come on, Umaga, you should know better. R.I.P. to Umaga also.
Yeah. They should have really took him serious and gave him a world title at least. He deserved it.
Michaels, he has so many near calls in the Rumble.
I think if you look current day, I think when you look at current day, I think Dolph Ziggler is kind of the same way as Shawn, where he has a close to near falls of him possibly getting eliminated.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Where's this coming out?
Uh-oh.
Snitsky. Oh, no. I did not like him.
I was never a big fan of Snitsky. What did he say? Was it him? He goes like, "It's not my fault." Or
there was him. You know what I kind of think when I look at him. You know what I think about? When I see him, he looks like the ruthless aggression version of Lars Sullivan.
I think he's a lot better than Lars Sullivan.
No, he just looks like a taller, ruthless aggression version of Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
Well,
this isn't really the ruthless aggression era. This is when they start transitioning to PG.
Well, this is right before PG though. Like PG came like later.
No, it was this year. It was this year.
No, in 2008, didn't they start doing it like after Mania?
Oh, it was like around Mania. That's when they started doing it.
Yeah, so like this time, this still was more edgy still.
I think you're right, maybe. Yeah.
Because I think they started going 2008, like right after Mania. But right the first half, like before Mania, it was still like that edgy.
So, did you watch the Bray interview? I didn't know. I haven't watched
I think I've seen a little bit of it. He's pretty much said the Fiend is dead. He does not want to bring the Fiend back. So he doesn't want to bring Swamp Bray Wyatt back because of Luke Harper. Who I think do you prefer I Came to Play or this theme that he came out to?
I Came to Play. By Downstate, yeah, so much better. I never liked this theme that much. And then the shorts he wore, I've never been a fan. I know. Yeah, I don't like his shorts.
Oh, I forgot they were a tag team. The Miz Miz and Morrison. I knew they won the titles in 2020, but I forgot they held the titles back in 2007, 2008, or something like that.
Yeah, they
Before
were
they
EC.
split.
Yeah, they were in ECW together. Yeah, the Miz. And I remember that feud. The first like big feud that the Miz had was with John Cena back in
Yeah,
09.
that was.
Where the Miz just kept calling out Cena. Like that's one
And
thing
then
that really comes to
look what
mind.
happened. And look what happened. He ended up winning Money in the Bank in 2010. He ended up winning the WWE Championship in 2010, and he ended up main eventing WrestleMania against John Cena. It's crazy how things works. Oh,
Shelton
17.
Benjamin.
The
Shelton
goals.
Benjamin's so underrated wrestler.
I think if they really pushed him, he could have been the first African American Black WWE champion,
Oh,
or at
most
least World
definitely.
Heavyweight champion.
You know, I would love
Even
to
if they
see him
only give
hold
him WWE.
the big gold. I would love to see him
That's what I'm
hold
saying.
that title. Like I remember the match he had with there goes Shelton Benjamin from Shawn Michaels. Okay, I remember back in 05 when we had Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels, and it was on the
Yeah,
Monday Night Raw.
isn't that where
Oh,
he went for like a dive across the other side of the ring? He got super kicked out of midair.
yeah, you got a super kick, dude. If you never seen that match, go check
I
that
see
match
that.
out. That
I
match
see
is
it. I
amazing.
know it just because of that spot. That's how I
That's
know
one of
that.
my favorite matches from 2005.
I
Like
think
from
it was.
yeah.
I would have that in one of my favorite matches, and then right behind that, we'll have Eddie and Ray in their
Oh,
feud.
Eddie and Ray, yeah, that's
The
great.
custody of Dominic.
A Dominic on a pole match.
Uh, I guess they're gonna do Ray and Rhea now. Custody of Dominic on a pole. Intergender.
Jimmy Snuka, number 18. It says PWI ranked him number 1 of the year back then.
Mm.
Wait, The Miz? Wait,
What?
wait, back in 2010.
What? I'm sorry. I never thought he would be on a Dom on a pole match. I don't want to see that again. Because we know who's winning that. And it ain't Ray. I'm trying to figure out who is eliminating who. Is Dom gonna eliminate Ray? Or is Ray gonna eliminate Dom? Because I think the ultimate goal is to have them face at WrestleMania.
2010. Yeah, I think it was 11.
Let me see.
He said MTV was popular. It was popular. I remember I still do watch MTV.
Oh, Piper at number 19. RIP.
RP to Roddy Piper. Is I think Jimmy Snuka passed also.
Yeah, he did. This was more of like the old school era because you still had like those legends still. I mean, you still have legends now, but just like it's a different type of legend.
So I love how all these wrestlers putting over Jimmy Snuka. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think the last moment I remember seeing him is when he had that member. I think it was like 2013, early 2014, where like he had that segment with the Shield.
Was that Old School Raw? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was 2014.
Old School Raw, yeah. I miss when they used to do Old School Raw and they used to use the old set.
I thought that's what they should have done for for this past year's Raw 30.
Yeah, because I heard rumors of them doing like the Raw's War set. But dang, like they need to do something because like I just hate the LED, the big board that they use. It just seems really lazy. Number 20.
Number 20 coming out. Man, Slow Chemical, one of my favorite things of all time.
Oh yeah,
I think
most definitely.
2K15 2K15, I like that's when they introduced my career. That was like my theme for my career mode, like for my
Well,
custom
King
career.
just got rid of Jimmy Snuka and Roddy Piper.
He said, "I don't want no legends in here. I'm the only legend in here. I'm the only legend people need to be talking about." Miz chokeslam.
He says, "Can I speak theory with you and not Austin?" Yeah, go right ahead. Tell me.
Go right ahead, man. This is an open forum. This is a wrestling zone. So all wrestling hot takes, theories are accepted.
I want to marry. Wait, Tamina?
I want to marry Tamina. Hey man,
Hey.
if you slide in your DMs, slide in her DMs. She might respond, bro. She might respond. She's single. She's single, so go ahead, go right ahead. If you need some help, I'll help you out if I need to. All you gotta do is let me know what I need to do, and we can make it happen.
I spit in the face
Of people who don't want to be cool. Man, every time he came with that app, somebody was about to get there. Somebody was about to get
Somebody's
spit
about
on.
to get spit on. Dude, that was so disgusting, dude. Like,
I did not
I
like
thought it was
that.
funny.
It was
Like,
funny.
Do you see? That's where COVID came from. That's where it came from.
For spitting in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Yeah, that's where we get diseases from. Come on, Carlito, you should know better than that.
I swear, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. If I'm a wrestler, because I'm training to be a wrestler, if somebody spits in my face, I don't care if it's scripted or not. I'm going to lash out because there's no way I'm letting nobody spit on me and get away with it.
I'll actually make you bleed. I'll make you bleed on purpose.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
We're gonna actually see blood on TV. Just know the fans are actually gonna see real blood, not no people using a blade or anything like that. No, real blood. Number 22 coming out.
Mick Foley.
Bang
Bang bang.
bang bang. Dude, man, I used to love. He was like one of my faves, man. It was just. Remember when after he had the match with Edge, he joined Edge or something like that. I think somewhere around there.
What was that?
Remember, like Mick Foley or Cactus Jack pretty much joined forces with Edge. I think it was around 2006. I'm not sure when it was, but it was right around.
I remember they had Mick Foley and Edge had that match at Mania 22.
But I think right after they joined forces, somewhere a little down the line after that.
They probably did. I mean, you probably. I just don't remember that too much. Cactus Jack versus Orton at Backlash 04.
I think I kind of remember some of that. I remember some of that match because I think I kind of
watched that match. I watched that match last year.
Oh really?
Very good.
Yeah. Maybe for WrestleMania Backlash, this is the one we should watch.
Yeah, I did a review of that last year. It was good.
We'll probably do a live stream for Backlash whenever Backlash is in May or something like that. I think that's in
May.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably do Backlash. I think the one I'm probably picking is either that one, 2004, or maybe 2016. Because I think 2016 was the last time we had Backlash until they did it as WrestleMania Backlash. Mr. Kennedy should have been a world champion. I feel like he was screwed big time. Because he had money in the bank and should have just cashed it.
Yeah, how did he? Who did he try to
So
cash in on?
he tried. So
Or
pretty
what
much
happened?
he had the briefcase for the World Heavyweight Championship, right? So he was gonna cash in for the Undertaker, but he went down with an injury,
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
and
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they said it was a real bad injury, so they had to relinquish the briefcase. But the injury was not even what they expected. He was back within a few weeks, but he lost the briefcase to Edge.
Here comes Big Daddy V,
Oh, Lord.
aka
Viscera,
Viscera. Yeah.
Viscera.
Shawn Michaels
Undertaker's
discovering the
out.
Undertaker, and there goes Michaels. Who would have known like a year prior that we would get Michaels and
Well, it was
Undertaker
2
at
years,
WrestleMania 25?
right? Wait, that was in 2009 and then 2010, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I remember the 2010 one. I thought they had one in
That's still one of my
2011.
favorite WrestleMania matches of all times. WrestleMania 25.
I don't know. For some people, they consider that a big match, but they also consider what's their which one was it? WrestleMania 28, where they had Triple H versus The Undertaker and Hell in a Cell. I feel like that match was
End of
kind
an
of
era.
dragged out. That match was dragged out, in my opinion.
Wait, you didn't like that? You didn't like that match?
It was good, but I feel like at the same time they kind of dragged it.
No, I understand what they were doing. Like it was more storyline driven because like those guys, all three of those guys had history together, and like I love how the way that like they mic'd up the ring, like how you can hear them talking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like when Shawn Michaels hit that super kick, and then then Triple H did the pedigree. Like I love that. Like it was just all those guys had so much history, and like it was truly an end of an era. And if that would have been Undertaker's last match, I would have been fine with. I would have been fine with that. This
Or
ending
CM
right
Punk.
there.
Or CM Punk.
May 29. I think they should have did that May 28 because technically the end of an era.
Yeah, they could have
Mark
done that.
Henry.
The world's strongest man, the owner of Hall of Pain. Man,
this match is going by quick. We're already at 25 right now.
25.
We got 5 more people left. Which we already know who number 30 is.
In the words of Ellen Knight. In the words of Ellen
Here
Knight.
comes Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Here comes Hornswoggle just got rid of the Miz.
Remember when he showed up in the 2019 Royal Rumble? I believe. No, it was Russ. I think it was the Royal Rumble.
Also
Remember
earlier
when
today I did a review of the Royal Rumble 1989. So if you guys want to check that out later, after you check this out, definitely check out my review of Rumble 89. And I'm probably going to be doing one more Rumble review, which is probably going to be doing the 1990 review for this year. So stay tuned for that. I might do that sometime tomorrow afternoon, maybe, or tomorrow morning. We'll see. So stay tuned for that.
Remember where we had Undertaker versus Mark Henry? I think that was a good feud too.
That was a Mania 21. No.
26.
Yeah, Mania 21. No, 21.
Chavo.
Oh, yeah, he's 26, Chavo Guerrero. Huh. Never was a big fan of Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo kind of was good, but I just feel like they didn't really do enough with him for me to care.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's kind of one of those situations where we had Eddie and Chavo. People pay more attention to Eddie than they did to Chavo. It's kind of one of those situations.
Chavo was one of the worst ECW champions. I remember when he got beat at WrestleMania.
Who did he get beat by?
He got beat by Kane. It was
Wasn't that like within like 8, 10, 26 seconds or something like that?
I think it was like 10 seconds or something, maybe 20 seconds. I don't remember.
I think I kind of know you someone because I think that was a very quick match.
Oh, Mark Henry.
Oh, no.
Don't do it to him.
Don't do him like that.
He has a family. I remember when they used to not let Hornswoggle talk. Here comes
Oh
Finley
no,
with the
bro!
shillelagh.
Philly used to give it that shillelagh. Every time I see Philly, I knew he was going to use that shillelagh on somebody, and I would always pop for that. Not the shillelagh.
You remember when they had it was JBL versus Finley at WrestleMania 24?
Yeah, I
And it
remember
was
that
like
one.
with the like whole legitimate son.
No, I thought that was with Vince.
It was a Vince, but it was JBL versus Finley. Yeah, exactly. ECW after Vince
ECW.
spotted
And
it died.
who remembers when Vince won the ECW title and started becoming a, you know what I'm talking about, the thug Vince McMahon, when he came with the do-rag. Who remembers that?
Hornswoggle Vince's illegitimate son. Yes. They did that whole
Yeah,
storyline.
they did
That
do that
was
storyline.
funny. And
Now,
then they
you
did
know what's a good storyline?
and then they did that with Kurt Angle and
Jason Jordan.
Jason Jordan. Yeah.
They should have done Chad Gable. They should have done Chad Gable because I feel like there were more similarities with Chad Gable being the legitimate son if they did that storyline instead of Jason Jordan.
But I
But you
kind
know
of
what's
understand Jason Jordan because like he kind of has like the stature of like he kind of the body type like Kurt Angle does. So
number 28,
Elijah Burke,
Elijah Burke.
aka the Pope in TNA. What else was he? The Pope D'Angelo De Niro. Well, he went under a different name as well.
You know what was a good storyline? People, I think this was around 2006, 2007. It was Kane versus Shane. Remember when Kane just was really ruthless?
So how are you two? I am 24.
I am 22. But remember where I think it was on a Raw or something like that. People were telling Shane, "Don't call out Kane," and he called out Kane, and then he almost got electrocuted on live TV. And when he put the jumper cables on his ball sack, like, come on.
The way that when Umaga Simone spiked Batista, that was fun. He was like, the way he sold that was hilarious. And he fell outside the ring.
I already know what 29-30 are.
Triple H.
The game.
He said, I was at No Mercy 07. What's the main event of that pay-per-view?
Let me see. I think it wasn't it Randy and I think it was Randy and Triple H when they did that whole thing with the WWE title.
07?
Because I remember,
I don't think so.
I think so. Because 2008 they had
or maybe you might be right. I
think the main event was pretty much Chris Jericho versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wait, which pay-per-view was it when we had Shawn versus Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship? I believe that was in 2008 as well. I think that was Backlash.
No, it was at No Mercy. I think it was at No Mercy. Yeah, because they had that ladder match, and then Cena came back at Survivor Series in Boston at his hometown because Cena had the injury. He injured his neck.
Elijah Burke and Mick Foley are out.
Cena, I mean, Triple H is just wrecking everybody, taking everybody out.
Yeah. I Triple H was one of the guys I did like, but like if it was like so, I think he was like him and Shawn were my favorite tag team with DX.
Now, which DX are you talking about? Like
pretty much like when they went for the tag titles, I think it was around 2010 or something like that.
That DX was kind of corny to me.
I think I'm talking about like when they reformed after their feud. After their feud they had around that time. I think that's what I'm talking about. I think that was around 2006. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, see, that DX was still not like I love the DX back in the Attitude Era.
No,
back in the hand.
I had the shirt. I had their shirt. Pedigree was coming out at number 30. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Johnson himself. Listen to the arena pop. Dude, the whole arena went crazy. Dude, look at
Yes.
that.
Yes, that's the shirt I had. That is the shirt I had. That's the shirt I used to rock in school. Like I was that guy.
John Cena sucks.
He made George cool. He made George cool. If it was Stone Cold and him, that made George cool. I used to go to school with the John Cena T and the George. I thought I was ready for the throw down.
I used to wear a Cena shirt back in the day, and we used to
I
wear
have the
shorts
John
like
Cena
that.
shirt on right now when he returned at Money in the Bank 2021.
There comes
And
Cena.
he came with the golden shovel. He started eliminating everybody.
This one Cena was still likable at this point, you know, like.
People didn't start liking him
But
until they got to PG, when it became more PG.
And you know, then they have him start winning like every single match. Like they have him winning so much titles.
I think what they should have did, they had the opportunity to go heel. He should have went heel in 2012. I will still stand by that. Because you had him lose to the 2012. After he lost to The Rock, they should have had him lose to Brock Lesnar, and then from there continue to lose matches weekly, even against like people that he should beat. And he finally turned heel going into SummerSlam, and maybe you had him face Triple H. I think that would have been a good match.
Yeah, I definitely think they should have turned him heel. Maybe even 2000 when he was in the Nexus.
Yeah,
They should have them turn heel with the Nexus. Like I hated how they ended the Nexus.
they should have really pushed Nexus to the moon. Really, no pun
There's
intended.
a lot of guys. Yeah, they should have because there's a lot of guys that could have been.
Yeah,
Wade Barrett.
He should have been a world.
We already know Daniel Bryan. You know, Daniel Bryan became a big star.
You could have had Heath Slater be like a mid Carter. You could have had Justin Gabriel, and whoever else you want to have be the tag team champions. I don't know what you do with everybody else.
They just really ruined Nexus. Like I had high hopes.
Then they had all those reincarnations of them not being a Nexus and then becoming the core. Then they had the new Nexus. It was just so much. Too many reincarnations.
It was just terrible. I actually have a Nexus t-shirt.
Man, I need me a Nexus t-shirt because that was one of my favorite factions.
Same here. I love the Nexus. They're very. Cena should have never buried him at SummerSlam. They should have beat Team WWE at SummerSlam.
What really happened is everybody that was on pretty much John Cena's team wanted to do the job to Nexus, but John Cena didn't.
Yeah. Great. This is a great Final 30. Batista, Triple H, and John Cena. Now, I remember when I used to play the SmackDown vs. Raw, or the WrestleMobile game.
I had 2011.
When it came down to the Final Four, like it did that like little animation, and like they
still do that in 2K.
They do. I haven't played a Rumble match on 2K for a long time.
Well,
I never
they
played a Rumble
do
match on 2K.
So what they do, I don't think they do it with the Final Four, but they do it with the Final 3, and then the Final 2.
Oh, really?
So you get animations with the Final 3 people in the match, and then you get another animation with the Final 2.
Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. Now we're done to the Final 3.
Triple H, Batista, and John Cena. The Final 3 of the 2008 Royal Rumble. And it's crazy that this match, like you said, took place for like 14 years to the day, which I didn't even know. I just picked it just because of memories. But the fact that it took place.
Well, I didn't know what they were going to do the stream on, and I just realized because I wanted to check what day this happened.
And it went on the 27th. I mean, it made sense to do it.
We were going to do this yesterday, but hey, I'm happy we kind of waited to do it today.
Yeah.
14 years ago to the day.
Spine Buster.
Spine on the pine.
You know what would have
Because
been? You know what would have been a great one-on-one match? I would love to see
was that
Batista versus Roman Reigns. I think that would have been a good one.
I know we got Evolution versus the Shield.
The Shield, man, those matches. You know what?
I actually was at Payback 2014.
No way.
Yeah,
How,
we had
did the Shield get?
the Shield.
Did the Shield get a huge pop? Is my question.
Oh, most definitely. It was in Chicago. Great show. That was great.
Man, you should have did a vlog, man, because that probably would have been crazy.
Yeah, see, I wasn't doing as much vlogs at that point. But I still have my YouTube channel going. Oh, so this was, and I was at Mania 30.
Yeah, where
Daniel Bryan
pretty much.
And
became
you know,
champ.
I wish I would have had my predictions up for the WrestleMania 30 because I predicted Brock Lesnar to break the streak. I predicted that.
You know, I feel like when you look at it from now, I think they should have held off on that and had Roman to be the first guy to defeat the streak because at that point he was getting more booed. Think about the heat that he would have got to break the streak, and what they could have done, even though they wanted to push him as the face, they could have called him audible and had him turn heel. Then the very next night in 2017.
Yeah, but I predicted Lesnar to break the streak, and I go like they probably won't go through with it, and they went through with it. Like, and us fans in the arena, like you couldn't hear a pin drop it. That's how silent we went. And then one of my buddies go like, let's rush the ring.
Man, when I see that, because like I had the WWE Network at the time, and I'm like, yo, I was literally shocked. I was literally speechless. I'm like, yo, I could not even speak. Like, literally, I think it was me, a few of my friends, my dad, and a few of my cousins, we watched, and we were all shocked when it happened. I'm like, because, and the thing is, we were eating. You know, like when you eat, and then, like, you see something shocking, your food just stays there. And, like, you're like, what? Did I just? It was crazy.
Cena and Triple H. So
they had great matches. I forgot they had a match in 2018 as well. They had a match, I think, at the Greatest Royal Rumble in 2018.
I thought it was it was a tag team match.
No.
That was at Super Showdown.
The tag team match they had was Greatest Royal Rumble. They had John Cena versus Triple H. In Super Showdown, I think they had one where it was Randy.
It was the Brothers of Destruction. No, it was Brothers of Destruction and Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Terrible match. Terrible. Those Saudi shows are garbage. Grace or Rumble, garbage. Like, I hated how they did that Grace or Rumble show. Like,
with all those 50 men. 50 men didn't do it for me.
It's not a true Royal Rumble. It really isn't. I don't care what anybody says. It's not a true Royal Rumble. I don't classify it as a Royal Rumble pay-per-view. No. You won't see me going back and watching that. I actually did a watch along for that a while back because I wanted to see that Royal Rumble match. That was like one of the first times I watched it. And most of the guys were like released from most of these guys are released from the roster here. Like, he's on with the company. He's not with the company.
It's kind of fun going back to flashbacks to childhood. This is pretty much what I do on my Thursdays. Pretty much doing this is like my Thursdays, like throwback Thursdays, where I just go back and watch old pay-per-views like this. So it's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, this Royal Rumble match is definitely solid, and Cena
it's solid. Let's go.
The FU the Triple H to win the match.
And
there you have it. This is where they did. Wait, did Cena point at the sign?
Not yet. The 2008 Royal Rumble winner.
No. Randy Orton was the first person to ever point at the sign because, Cena, yeah, that's when they first started pointing at the sun. It was 09.
I thought it was 2006.
No, he didn't. Oh wait, no, Cena was the first person pointing at the sign. No, yeah, it was Cena.
Because Randy didn't wait until 2009.
Yeah. So it was 2008 where that's when they first started pointing at the sign. And the first time they started using pyro to win, the person who won the Rumble was 2007 when Undertaker won. That's when they first started using pyro.
Mm.
The time is now.
You can't see me. My time is now. It's the French.
Hold on, let me look up the greatest Royal Rumble real quick because I want to see that main event match. I don't believe we have the greatest.
John Cena is Triple H.
Hold on, I'm looking right now. I'm looking real quick. Okay, matches. Let me look here. Results. Oh, I guess we did. That was the opening match.
Yeah,
I really don't. I don't remember that because I did not care about this pay-per-view at all. Or the show. Yeah, these Saudi shows are terrible.
They didn't start becoming good at least until 2021 because they had good matches on the show. I remember the first match that I saw.
98 is his favorite Rumble.
I'm gonna have to go watch that because sometimes I like to go watch other shows that I probably wasn't even born yet. So I like to see.
That's the year I was born, 1998.
Oh, the pyro.
Yeah. See, this is 07 was the first year they started doing pyro, and then 08 was when they first started pointing at the Royal Rumble. I mean, the WrestleMania sign. So that was our watch along for the Royal Rumble 2008. Very solid Rumble match. Great stuff.
Absolutely.
Great stuff here. Overall, final thoughts, Leo.
It's just as good as I remember it being. For my first show and now getting to rewatch my first wrestling show for WWE pay-per-view wise, it's still as memorable as it always been. It just you can't hate. I mean, a lot of people won't put it as like a favorite. It was definitely solid for what it was. And maybe for me looking back at it, maybe it was more memorable just for the simple fact my first show, not just because of the matches that they had and the winners that they went with. So it was still a good show nonetheless.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Rumble pay-per-views of all times. Just for the fact alone, what this is one of the greatest returns because I wasn't expecting Cena to be returning.
No,
I
not
thought
that quickly.
He was supposed to be. I thought he was supposed to be out longer, and he's not human. He is not human if he can come back that quick.
No.
From an injury that quick. But Cena's always been like that. And you had some other great stuff on this show. You had I think
Randy,
Jeff Hardy and Jeff
Randy
Hardy.
Orton.
Yeah, great. That was a great match, which we didn't watch. We didn't watch the whole show because we started the stream a little late tonight. But hey, because we didn't want to be here till
12 a.m.
We didn't want to be here till midnight. So yeah, so we were just doing the watch along for the Royal Rumble match. But yeah, go down in the comments, go down in the live chat. Tell us what you thought about. If you did watch this Rumble with us, tell us what you did think about this. And also, like I said at the beginning of the video, hit that subscribe button on my channel. Also, share the video, like the video, and also go down, like I said, go down to the comments. Tell me what you guys want to see in the comments below. Tell me what different videos you want to see, or some watch alongs. I'm down to doing different watch alongs or retro reviews. So definitely do that. And also turn on my notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. So you don't have to wonder, when's Juggernaut making a new video? Well, you know when I'm making a video because you have all my notifications. And
Correct.
Leo, feel free to let everybody know where they can find you at.
Yeah, my channel is Kicking It with Leo. I do wrestling content, horror content, gamer content pretty much every day of the week. So you guys do not want to miss it. I got some more videos on the way that you guys do not want to miss. I will, once Royal Rumble ends, probably that Monday, you will get my thoughts and opinions on the pay-per-view. So you guys do not want to miss that. When 2K23 comes out, we're going to go crazy with that game. So you don't want to miss that as well. And I got some more horror content on the way as well. So you guys do not want to miss the good content that I'm bringing for you guys. But just subscribe. If you're new, if you love any one of the things I just named, you should subscribe. And it's free. It's absolutely free. There's no catch. There's no catch. Subscribe to Chuck as well. There's no catch. It's free.
Yeah, exactly. And also,
The more you
the more,
subscribe,
Go,
you
keep going.
subscribe, the more content we bring for you guys. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And also, eventually, I want to start interviewing wrestlers because, like, I've seen a lot of people on like Twitter and like Instagram. You know,
The media
they're
scrums.
like, they're at the Rumble this weekend, and like, I think it's cool how like I've been seeing this person interviewing like Damian Priest or people like Bianca
Austin
and like
Theory.
Liv Morgan, Austin Theory. Like, dude, that'd be cool. Like, I need to get me like a little microphone, like to hook up because I'm going to be getting me a new camera to vlog with, and that'll be a camera that I use to like do interviews with. So that'd be pretty cool. But I'm going to get me a little microphone to connect to my camera and stuff. And I'm going to be looking
Who knows?
professional when I start doing interviews. So
Who knows?
be on the
Man?
lookout. Be on the lookout for that.
Who knows? When we go to WrestleMania 2024, baby, you can have your first few interviews, man.
I might start trying. Maybe who knows? Maybe I might bring on some like independent talent on my YouTube channel, and maybe might do an interview with them. We'll see. Because I know
There
some
you go.
independent wrestlers and stuff, and maybe that'd be a way I could start doing it. Who knows? Maybe me and Leo can interview someone. You know.
Come on.
But yeah, that was our Royal Rumble 2008 watch along. As it goes for Leo and Juggernaut, we are saying peace out, and we will catch you guys later. And don't forget the Too Sweet. Let me warm up the Too Sweet. Warm up the Too Sweet here. Warm it up. Ready. Too Sweet right here. Come on, Too Sweet. Boom, Too Sweet, baby. Yeah. And we will see you guys in our next videos. And tomorrow night on the watch along for the Royal Rumble 2023 on the Flood Zone podcast. So
Yes, sir.
subscribe
So
to
if
the
you
Flood
guys
Zone.
on here, you want to see us react, you want us to see us mark out for some people, come on, go subscribe to Flake Zone and be there. Because you're going to see us mark out.
Exactly. So we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
See ya.